Welcome back to the channel, part-timers. Today I'm going to review 3 8-speed drivers, and one of them is going to be a giveaway disc, so tune in. Before I forget, I'm going to add a new feature to my videos from time to time. This is the Smart Coach from Pocket Radar, and it's going to let you guys know how fast these discs are being thrown, and then hopefully that'll give you a better understanding of how these discs might fly for you. Also in today's video, I invited my buddy Ben, who's on Team Truly Unique with me, and he's going to help me throw some of these discs too. So let's dig into the review. First up is the BINX from Elevation Discs. The numbers on this disc are 8, 5, 0, and 1.
What is that?
So first, when Ben and I were throwing this disc with our normal arm speed, the disc did nothing but go straight into the ground and turn into a weird kind of a roller. After a while though, we kind of realized that maybe we needed to back off our arm speed a little bit and then try the disc. And then once we took about 10 to 15 miles an hour off of our arm speed, the disc started to fly okay. In fact, Ben on this last shot here threw it with his off hand, his left hand. He's actually right-handed, and the disc actually flew pretty good. So to sum up the BINX, this thing is really flexible and floppy. Just like the other elevation disc that I reviewed, I think this would be a great disc to throw around on the beach. This would be a great disc also for people with slower arm speeds or maybe beginners. And just like Ben demonstrated in this video, maybe you're trying to throw with your offhand and get a little practice. Well, you could throw a disc like this that can handle a slower arm speed and still give you a decent flight. Next up is the very popular Stag by Westside Discs. The numbers on this one are 8, 6, -1, and 2. I'd say these numbers are pretty accurate. Maybe give it a little bit more of a negative number, maybe a -2. You can see Ben and I were able to flip this disc over very easily. We also had a headwind when we were throwing it in this direction. So we had to figure out how to do some type of a hyzer flip or just throw it a little softer to get it to work well. But on this shot right here, we were throwing with a tailwind, and man, this disc flew great in a tailwind. We really enjoyed this one as a tailwind disc. To sum up the Stag, I'd say this would be a great disc in the woods where you have little wind, or if you're out in a field and you have a tailwind and you need something that's going to fly with some regular stability like you're used to, throw the Stag, because in a tailwind this thing's going to fly kind of like a T-bird, that type of disc. Last up is the Phenom from Legacy Discs, and this is in the Icon plastic. The numbers on the Phenom are 8, 5, -1, 2. I would say these numbers are very, very accurate. Ben and I really enjoyed throwing this disc. It could handle anhyzers, doing turnovers. It could handle hyzer flips very well. If you threw it flat, this thing would just glide for days and just go dead straight. It flew very well in a headwind, flew very well in a tailwind, just maybe a little bit more stability in a tailwind, but not much. This was a very consistent disc. Both Ben and I, every time we threw this disc, we kept commenting on, wow, what a fun, great disc this is to fly. I can see myself bagging this disc for sure. To sum up the Phenom, I believe this would be a great fairway driver that can do just about anything. This thing can do anhyzers, it can do hyzer flips. In a tailwind, this thing's gonna fly very well, and a headwind, it's gonna fly very well too. I feel like if you just had one driver that you wanted in your bag that could do lots of things, this would be a great candidate for that. Man, what a great disc. So the giveaway disc of this month is the Phenom by Legacy Discs. Both Ben and I really enjoyed throwing this, and we'd like to bless one of you guys with this disc. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be drawing at the end of May. So make sure you guys get in on the giveaway. Next week, we're gonna do some distance driver reviews. Ben's gonna join me again, so make sure you tune in. Peace out. If you'd like to get one of these discs, head on over to tudiscgolf.com, use the code RIDER2022 for 5% off. We got these discs and more available there now.